Namaste guys. I'm going to make this video about a very interesting topic about willpower versus destiny. And what purpose does astrology serve in somebody's life? Now, astrology is faith, it's destiny. Because it's what's going to happen. It's the energies that are going to happen. It's the energies that are going to be manifesting. And it's the course that it's going to, it's the course that's going to take place, and that's what astrology is. And willpower is when you could overcome the physical, when you could overcome anything on your way to get your will. Now, astrology is used for a lot of things. It's actually used for everything. It's used for health, it's used for divination, it's the future, it's used for to get to know yourself. It's also used, astrology manifests in every way in life. Okay, if you look at your whole body is it's a reflection of all the astrology signs. Okay, for example, Aries is the head, Pisces is the feet, Sagittarius is the thighs. Okay, Gemini is the hands, anything that's dual in the body. So astrology is pretty much everything. It's the psychology of everything. But when we look at astrology for divination and to see what's going to take place, what you really want to see is how could you get the best of that situation. When you're not aware of an energy, you can misuse that energy. Okay, if there's a good energy that's coming to you, okay, if there's like an open door, you could actually use that opportunity to manifest your will. But if that door is open and you don't know that door is open, you might walk through it and miss it. Okay, you might miss that opportunity. It's kind of like a wave. When the surfers know there's a hurricane coming, they go and they surf. Okay, that's like the same thing. When there's a wave of good energy coming, you're gonna try to ride it out. When there's a bad wave, you're also gonna try to ride it out to the best of your abilities, right? You want to know when the hurricane's coming so you can be prepared. Okay, that's the same thing with astrology. And people get the misconception that astrology is evil because it's fortune telling. Yes, it is fortune telling. But fortune telling could be used for your own good or for your own bad, or when you use it against somebody else, then that is considered black magic. Okay, pretty much what you could say is like the best knowledge. It's like the best knowledge that you could ever receive. And that's not really. It's not really white magic, because white magic is when you do something to get something in return. Okay, and something that's beneficial to you. And sometimes white magic could be dangerous because you could wish for something and you get it, but something else breaks but something else gets affected that you liked, and it just to get what you wanted. You know what I mean? So black magic and white magic, I wouldn't really say that astrology deals with that. I really wouldn't say astrology is in that category of white magic and black magic, though it could be used that way. But astrology is more of a state of awareness. That's what it is, to me at least. To me at least, that's what it is. A state of awareness, a state of knowing and wisdom. Kind of like the quote that Bruce Lee quoted. Life is not about discerning between good and evil. It's about learning how to ride them like a cork rides itself on water. Okay, flowing smoothly. So this is why I don't really I don't believe in creating your own reality, because it's kind of like what Ram Holtip from 13 Sign Astrology said, and shout out to him, great channel. He says that if you go through that, you create your own reality model, you're going to be limited, because yeah, you're going to be creating your own stuff, but what about when you face resistance? What are you going to do then? You understand? So you have to work with both forces. You got to create your own reality and at the same time be aware of what's going against you so you could flow right. Okay, and that's what astrology is. Can you prevent something? Yes. When it doesn't happen, you prevented it, because let me give you an example. Mercury retrograde. We're currently going through a Mercury retrograde, right? My mom lost her keys yesterday at the park. Alright, and I had told her that Mercury retrograde was going in her third house of communication and transportation. So she had like an accident like a week ago. Okay, a car accident. She wasn't even in it. Somebody was drunk and hit her car, and she was sleeping at 3 o'clock in the morning in her house. So it wasn't even her fault, okay? And her car got hit, and then her phone, she misplaced it, and then later on she found out it was in her lunchbox. Okay, so I had warned her about it, but had she been more careful, you know, about it, would it had stopped from happening? Because it wasn't even her fault. She was just sleeping. Okay, maybe if she would have parked her car at another place, maybe it wouldn't have not happened. Maybe if she would have had been more careful where she placed her phone, maybe. Okay, because the phone is communication. I told her specifically that the phone and the car was going to be affected in this Mercury retrograde transit. So what if she would have done things a little bit more different? Because she parked her car in a corner where it was very hazardous. Had she been more cautious and parked her car at another location, okay? Because she was very cautious driving when I told her about it. Okay. So maybe if she would have parked her, see, the energy was going towards no matter what. Maybe it didn't hit her when she was driving. It didn't, okay? But it hit her when she was not driving. Okay, so this is pretty cool. You know, this is really, really cool because it shows you all the possibilities that the energy is there. It will hit you. It will hit you. Now, what are you going to do about it? Okay, this is where your part comes, your willpower. Okay, can you overcome that? Can you master that energy? See? Can you still go through it and not be affected? That's a master right there. Now that is like one of my passions. Like, can I really master that energy of destiny and faith? Can I turn it around? Okay? That's what I call self-mastery. Okay? So when you're dealing with astrology, again, it's really about knowing yourself. It's about understanding the energies that are coming when you're dealing with transits. And it's about also learning what you were in your past, because you know you come in this world with an imprint, okay, and that's your ascendant. You already brought this shell to you, and that's what people see. But people don't see sometimes your soul. You know, it's kind of like one of those rare times when you let go, when you show some sort of characteristic, and people are like, wow, I didn't see that side from that person. That's because that's your inner soul, okay, and it's being developed. It's your soul level. Your soul level. That's why it's called sun sign. It's your soul level. It's not who you are. It's your soul level at this life. Okay. So I hope this video brings some clarity, and namaste.